Hi everyone, I know we're live. I'm adjusting the camera. You either get my head, my body, or you don't get. Sorry, Maddie, we don't get your head in the mess. All right. Hi everyone, welcome to Brenda's Knots and Loops. It's me, Brenda, of course. I don't have a lot to chit chat today about. Hi, Janice. But I do have some sale items, some recipes, little chit chat. So I was making a pumpkin, but I did it really funky. I wanted it really funky. I need to stuff it so you guys can really see what it looks like. See how it's really kind of looks like a gourd more than a pumpkin. But when I stuff it, or it should be look really different. Let me grab some stuffing while we're waiting for everybody to get here. Just happen to have a little bit of stuffing, but I was thinking about doing a pumpkin video to show people how to do pumpkins, but there really is a million of them on YouTube, even though I do mine a little different than everybody's because I like mine to. Hi, Shelly. I don't know why you don't have a wrench by your name. I thought you'd have a wrench by your name that you as a monitor. See how it's stuffing? Doesn't that look like a gourd? I'll put a little brown stem on the top, but I think it looks like a gourd. So I'll finish it off but I was messing around with this yarn. It's wool and easy, thick and quick. What color is it? Coney Island. But I thought it would make it a really interesting pumpkin, but it ended up being a gourd. So I think about making another one, but smaller. Yeah, it's the same way, if I can remember what I did. So, but anyway, I think this and another one beside it would be cute. So I might have to keep this one. And here I thought it was going to make a neat pumpkin. Here it's going to make a neat gourd. But so, but yeah, I was going to make a pumpkin video. Matter of fact, I started one and didn't like it. But I don't like the setup. The camera's too high. It's way up here, and it's like for you guys to see it, I got to put it above my head. Anyway, I was going to show my video that you could use this thick yarn to make pumpkins, or this real thinner, I should say. I didn't know what this was, but I finally found it's Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo. But yeah, I thought that'd be neat, and I want to make one out of this really dark rustic, because I was thinking about this one, but it's orange, and then I thought about maybe I should make a video because I talked about how this cotton yarn I like this one too, but I gotta get my spinner out. That the cotton yarn, which I was going to bring that pumpkin in, but I forgot. It's in the other room, but it's how I coffee stained it because it was so bright. I mean, it was like neon orange, and I didn't want a pumpkin neon orange. That's just not my type. I like primitives, old looking. Anyway, it ended up being really neat. So I was thinking about taking this, even though it's acrylic. I don't know. It should take the coffee, but I thought about taking a bunch of it, roll it up, get a bunch, enough to make like a pumpkin, and then tape me coffee stain in it and what to do. So if you guys ever want a coffee stain, or tea stain, because everybody's got coffee or tea. Um, Tea has like a little more of a red tint to it, and it won't be as dark. Hold on, I got yarn about ready to fall off the desk. So so think about doing that. What do you guys think? Think that's a good idea or not? Probably dumb. I don't know if anybody's interested in seeing because really, I mean, but the other day I was on, I forget, on some lady's channel. I forget. And I was in the chat too, and just, I said hi to everyone, like you do, and just and tearing out while I'm chit chatting. And I told them that coffee died, well, thank you, Shelley. Like coffee stain this yarn, and they all like, you did what? Coffee stain? And then they didn't know what I was talking about. And I forget that I used to be in the craft world, which is different than the knitting world. Anyway, in the craft world, and we used to coffee and tea stain fabric for like put on our snowmen and stuff, because we did what they called primitives. Primitives, basically what we did is that we would sand and stained everything, no matter what it was. Can you dye any after making the pumpkin? Yes, you can, but I wouldn't. I would. Maybe I'll do that. I'll show you, but I think I would spritz it with the coffee, because you don't want to dunk like the whole thing in coffee and soak it, because the batting inside would soak up the coffee, and then it'd be. But if I spritz it, just the outside would be wet. It would get the coffee, and it would dry faster. Because what I'm worried about, if you dunk it, I know you guys can't see it. My camera's up too high. If I dunked it, with the humidity and the way it is, I'm afraid this would mold and mildew before it would dry. But if I spritz the coffee on it, let me do that this week. That might be fun. I might do this on this gourd I made. Welcome. So happy to have you and everyone else. I'm talking about pumpkins, and I made a pumpkin, and I was making a tutorial, and I was messing around with how to make it, because I didn't want it to be. I wanted it to be different than everybody else. But with the shape I made, see how it was bumpy? I loved it bumpy, because I didn't want. You know how you take string. After you're done, you take string and then you pull it like this. I was going to do that, and but I wanted it kind of where the string is be bumpy. But with this yarn, it looks like a gourd. So I think I'll call it a gourd, but I might coffee stain it, because not that it's bright, because it is grays, greens. I don't know if my camera focus. It's got some interesting colors in it. So let me mess around with that. That's a good idea. I never thought about doing it before, because I did like that cotton. The cotton brown, I even took it and coffee stained it. And then I wrapped it. I have then after I stained the whole skein, because how they're little, I took it and wrapped it all the way around my chair. The back of my chair, wrapped it around the back. So it would dry. So it was like it was in a, before they make the hanks, and it was in a thing. So then I bowled it, you know. So anyway, hello, 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 everyone. I'm not going to say hello to every single person names, because that would be my show, saying hi to everybody's names, and I got other stuff I want to talk about. So anyway, I want to make a video about making pumpkins. But there's 150 million, like I said earlier, there's 150 million videos already out there on YouTube how to make pumpkins. But basically, I wanted to show that you can use any size yarn, any thickness, to make the same pumpkin. So I was going to show you how to make it different sizes and different. I don't know if that'll make it too confusing, but I'm going to try. Basically, it's the same way when you make a basket, but you don't crochet in the back loop. You just start crocheting at the sides, and then when you get it kind of the size you want, then you start doing the decreases. So, and that's why this is so bumpy. I only did like 3 rows, and then I started doing the decreases. About every third stitch, I did a decrease, and that's how I got these bumpies. And then after I did that for like 4 rows, then I just started crocheting again, regular single crochet. And then I started doing decreases again, so it slanted up, so I could close it. So I don't know, maybe I should do a tutorial on how to make a gourd. No one's got gourds out there, do they? Because I want to be a little different. So, okay, I got everybody's. I got the one package, the knitting package to Wendy that won. Wendy with the letter M, it said on that one. I got that mailed out to her. And then the other winner, which is Angie, Buganda. I can't pronounce that. Sorry. She won the fluffy. And she hasn't contacted me yet. So Angie, we're still out there. You still have 3 more days to contact me, and then I'll have another drawing next week for it. So I hate, because it's some lovely yarn in that one, in the fluffy one, and it's got twisters and everything. But oh well. So okay, I talked about pumpkins a lot, too much. I got the this week I did get yeah, you know, that the round thing. Tell the fibromyalgia, I'm sorry, it's flaring today. I got the baskets. Got the basket tutor on. This is made out of the blanket yarn. I got two out of that blanket yarn. Couldn't believe it. It's the round one, the little round one, not that great big, but the little round one. I got 2. Still got sewing my ends, which I got to find my needles for in here, and I was in the other room. The other neat one is I know where it is, but thank you. It's on its way. It was in a goodie package, in a mystery package. So, and I don't know who's told who about what, but thank you very, very much, people, getting the word out about my mystery packages on my Etsy. Been selling them like wildfire, Matter of fact, I'm about out of yarn. I'm about out of yarn. So my box that I had just for the mystery boxes is almost gone. So um I want to have to start and I have been getting into my stash behind me. So and I'm all out of notions. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Because I'm going to have to buy more yarn and notions. But today at the store, like you guys care, I found these. They're labels. There's 2 labels on one sheet. And it will go over an old label if you have, which I could care less. But I thought, because I've been taping the, print it out on a piece of sheet of paper, then printing that, then taping the label down. So this would save on that tape, which is outrageous. This wasn't bad, the price of this. 2 labels on one sheet. So what I think what I'm going to do is print. See, there's 2 labels. See how there's. I'm going to print it this way. Then the next time, I'm going to turn my paper around and print it. Cool. That will save me time. That will save me time. So got that. Got my new notebook. And I saw this lady. I know I have some of these somewhere. And as soon as I bought these, I'm going to be able to find them. I have a box of them somewhere. Anyway, they're they called them binder clips. My mom called them lobster clips. I don't know. Well, anyway, my toy, my Addie knitting machine. This lady, she had these, and this ain't very heavy. She put it on the end of her thread. The end of her, I was going to pinch it on my finger. That would hurt. The end of her thread, and had it like a counterweight inside her Addie. So when it went around and around and around, this was like a counterweight, held this thread down. I thought, well, that was the coolest idea. And then when she added another collar, she just added it, pinched the next yarn into that. So if you have any knitting machine, what an idea! Because these are cheap, and like we all have them. Well, I couldn't find mine. I have a bunch of them somewhere. I have even bigger ones somewhere. Can't find them. They're in that spot, you put away something. And it's like that's the best spot for those. That's where it is. That spot's full wherever it is. But anyway, I thought that was a cool idea. Hi, Kim. Hi, everyone that just came in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So anyway, I thought for a counterweight on that thread, because that thread the other day, while I was making a hat, the thread inside got caught by the thread that was going in. Had a mess, had a tangled mess. So this will prevent that. So I bought me the smallest package they had. And of course, they didn't have any of the ugly black ones. pretty ones. So I bought a package of them. My husband said, you needed those like you needed a hole in the head. Yes, I did. I needed those. Had to have. Just like I needed this tablet. Had to have. I'm going to keep record of something. So, of people that have bought stuff. So, pumpkins. I got enough pumpkin thread on my desk. They're going nuts. So I got these in like knit crate sent me this chapstick, and I guess I bought some more knit crate and sent me some more chapstick. I was thinking about, they're not opened and they are sealed. I was thinking about putting them in a giveaway, but then again, maybe not. What you guys' thoughts on that? Should I? Because I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't even know what color. Well, this one's bubblegum bubble tea. The other one's apple cider. I'll never use them. And they're, like I said, they've never been open. They've just been hanging out, sitting on my desk. But let me know if you think I should put those in a giveaway that's coming up. I want to do another giveaway really, really bad, even though I'm waiting for Angie to contact me about the fluffy one. As long as they're sealed, they're sealed. I've never used them. So it's like, but I don't know, are people funny about chapstick that they get in the mail? I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. Pitch them. I don't know. You guys, what's your thoughts? I need to know. Should I just pitch them? Okay. Well, they are sealed because I've never. Because see, they still got the tape where they're sealed. I don't know if you can see it or not. See where it's sealed? Seal tape. I haven't cranked the end or nothing. So thinking about making some markers because I got 150 million of those wired ones that I love, but I've got these cutest little buttons. See, they're heart buttons. And I got a lot of these wooden ones, which I'll probably keep. But I love these. I love these. Well, Pam, I don't use them. That's a good idea. I could just ask the person that wins the giveaway, couldn't I? Because I have been asking some. I started this just recently. I started asking people that have been buying my mystery bags on Etsy. I've been asking them what their favorite color is because I've been having to get into my stash back here, and you know I got every color there. Just about every color there is back here. So I asked what color they like, so I can kind of, if I have it, you know, at least try to get close to what they like, or at least get a couple skeins, balls, hanks of cakes of the yarn of the color that they like. Because I hate if they hate purple, to give them a purple one, you know. So I've been trying very hard to ask people now. All of a sudden, I should have been doing that to begin with. Is what I should have been doing to. But I know I'm fiddling while I'm talking to you, but you guys can't really see my hands. But the other day when my camera died, the disc, so I had to buy a new, you know, whatchamacallits. My mystery bag is still on transit. I check every day. You should be getting it, I thought, today. Today? I thought today or tomorrow. Today, I think. I don't know. All the paperwork is in my purse that I keep because I personally I take them into my post office when you buy something from me. even though I print out the label here and the postage and everything, because they give me a receipt that they got it, even though Etsy already tells you it's on its way. I want to know that they got it. And my mail carrier, she doesn't give you a receipt, of course, because she could pick it up. So I get a receipt, so I know that the tracking number and the date it should arrive. So if you guys, if someone never got their bag, even though I already have the tracking number from Etsy, when I bought the label, I have another receipt that my post office personally got it. It's not still in, not that I think my carrier would do that, but it's not in somebody's, you know, mail truck touring Baltimore. Um, so anyway, I got a receipt, and all those receipts I keep in my purse so I don't lose them. So again, ask winner if they want. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that. I know I'll do that the next time I win. Not next time I win. Next time I have a drawing, I'm going to do that. I'll ask the person, you know, you want these? Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, not that forget them, or one thing or another, but yeah, you're right. Stuff happens. So let me see. Sorry, let me check my new arrival. Sorry, I'm waiting for my husband to call or text. That reminds me, I better turn the volume off, or you guys. Okay, or you guys will hear my phone go. I need to buy yarn. I'm buying yarn today. It's payday. It's first of the month, so I get a new allotment. My husband put me on a budget. I laugh because, like my mother says, you're not on a budget. No. If the bills are paid, I pay them first. Then after that, I buy yarn. And I did buy some fantastic yarn. And I'm going to buy some more yarn. And matter of fact, I'm going to, since my sorry, my nose is itching crazy. I was dusting earlier, so now I really got my allergy messed up. Um, are going crazy. Want to buy more yarn. Um, Not that I don't, but I'm getting low because some of the stuff. Because I really want. This is what I want to do. Just tell you what I want to do is become a wholesaler, or so I can get yarn cheaper from these companies overseas that have this fantastic. I know some of you, just want to buy United States yarn. That's fine and good, but I can't become. There's no way I can become a wholesaler of like um, Little Knits, because that's what she is. She buys from other companies and and resells them. So and but there's some companies in that are stationed here in the United States that make their own yarn and dye their own yarn. They're little companies that I'm thinking about. But anyway, because like, is it Stinton? It's awesome yarn. I mean, awesome yarn. And it's like, I'm sorry, this yarn, it's not very pretty because I already made a shawl out of this. It was 2,000 yards in this ball. And when I started, I made a shawl that's huge, and I still have over half of the. Isn't that pretty? Over half, here. That's why it's owl shape. And plus, I keep on showing you guys. this and the rings and stuff. But well, I wish you would have told me, Shelly. I would have. I have some. I could have put it in your mystery bag. I wish you had told me. I have tons of that. They had it. They had it on sale, and I bought a bunch of it, really cheap. I wish you had told me. I would have just. I would sent you some. Um. Oh, and by the way, the tote that I did, and yes, it's a long. So fast forward through it. I know it's 2 hours. I should have made it more than one tape. I know that. But I was getting carried away. Anyway, here's the tote. I did a video of. These are, I don't know if you can see, these are X's stitch. Anyway, the pattern, which it's a free download pattern, which I put the link on the page. So if you don't want to watch the video, you can at least download the pattern. It's free. But anyway, you can use really any yarn you want. You don't have to use that tape. But that tape that used, never used tape before. Rewind tape yarn. And make sure before you buy from Lion Brand, check out Mary Maximum. She has a lot of Lion Brand on sale right now. I don't know if she has any tape, but this is soft, like velour soft, velvet soft, like velvet soft. Very velvet soft and very little squishy, but easy to work with. I didn't think it would because it's a thick. See how thick it is? I didn't think it would stay on my hook. I thought I'd fight with it. No, it was awesome. Awesome. So wish I would have bought more of it. But how much is the 2,000 yards? Let me see. It's I got it from Preta. It's Pleta. Plata. Let me look real fast. I've been putting them in my mystery bags. The muffins and stuff. Right now, click. Okay, muffins. They are 2,000 millimeters, which really is over 2,000 yards. They're 2,000 millimeters. They have 1,000,000 collars. Let's see. That's 15.74 in Belgium money. Tell you what that is in dollars. Which is $8.17 in our money. Okay. It does make a great wrap, and it's soft. Can you see how it's very, very squishy, very soft, and I mean cotton soft. It is three threads put together that you have, which I told you, use a bead, and nice yarn to work with, but it's so soft. And hold on, excuse me. Do I have? Oh, I have a muffin. Wait a minute. I was going to give this muffin away, but she didn't like brown. So the muffin here's how they come when you buy a muffin. See, the muffin's pink, white, and brown. I love it personally. I was going to tell you what it's. You can wash it and iron it, leave dryer. I'm going to tell you what it's made of. 100% acrylic. I know this is what it looked like. Because it's been around the bend, this is what it looks like now. It's kind of went oblong on me, but it's the exact same thing. It's a muffin. So, but because of the shipping is so expensive over there, almost this price of the yarn. So, not everybody wants to pay that shipping, but I want you to. I want to share this lovely yarn with other people. So I'm thinking about buying a bunch of it, and I'll put it in my mystery bags, which is what I've been doing, because I say on my one mystery bag there's a cake, at least one cake, sometimes more, but at least there's a cake. Bulgaria is where they're made from. Bulgaria. Yes. Right now I'm selling them on my in mystery bags, but I do have some. Well, what did I do with them? Oh, they're over here. Underneath, yes, I do have some bags made up of just like this cotton cake. Oh, cotton cake. It's from the same company. Cotton jam cake. It's 8% cotton and 20% viscose, and it's 1,000 millimeters. Which what the viscose is, if you see, it's all gray, but it's shiny. The thread is shiny. I don't want to take it out because I'm selling it, but there's a real silver, shiny thread running through. I don't know if you can see right there, the shiny silver thread running through that. And then you also get a twister, two gray twisters with the gray, and they all three I thought matched. That's one that's for sale on my Etsy shop. I would just throw them on the floor. Another one's I got a green twister. Sorry, it's wrong part. But it comes with this. Oh, upside down. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And then, of course, it comes with two twisters. And then I have, they're falling apart, this purple. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is Yarn Art Flower Moonlight. And see the sparkles in it? Yeah, my Ipsy. Yeah. If you look above on the right hand side on the top, you'll see it'll say there's little icons underneath my banner. On the right hand side, you'll see where it says Etsy, Facebook, or the icons. Etsy, Facebook, Pinterest, or up there on the right hand side if you want to go. And there's one more. Go and take them off, but I want to. It's another, but it's red. I thought this would be awesome for Christmas. And this is 100% recycled cotton. It's 1,000 millimeters. Designed in Italy, but it's, I can tell it has a pull tab. They all, so, but that's what I want to do is start selling yarn because because the shipping is so bad and you don't want to spend a couple $100, and it's like, well, maybe I don't like um that yarn, and I don't want to spend that kind of money. So I thought because this yarn is awesome, so I want to share it with people, and so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to do. Okay, back to the questions. I'm going to. I looked into getting a vendor's license the other day. So, are all those in every mystery bag? If you buy the $50 one, they are. Because that you get like 4 pounds of yarn in the $50 bag. But the ones I just showed you, these little bags I just showed you, like this red, and it comes with 2 universals yarns. Just these are sold separate. They're not. They're just a bag by themselves. And I want to just sell just the one thing of yarn. I'm going to start doing that. So you can check out. I'm going to do the price plus what what a little bit of what the price of the shipping is, and I'm falling off my seat because my mom told me to get a cushion. But yeah, they are. The purple one is for sale by itself and has 2 purple skeins of either twist or universe, which are if you go to hobby, very expensive yarns. Not cheap. This has the red one, the purple, because the pink inside. This is so soft. I mean, I got one with mohair, with alpaca, and I made a matter of fact, that's what she's made of. This is alpaca. Anyway, how many yards is in this little? 100 millimeters. And I put it with 2 balls of twister, pink twister that matches. 2 balls of pink twister that goes with it, and then that's for sale altogether in one bag on my Etsy. So I just want to try so people can find out and try it, be able to try the yarn and not spend buku bucks. But I'm trying, I don't want to make a living off of it, but my goal is for people to be able to try this yarn and not have to pay that giant shipping. So I got some other yarn that's alpaca that's to die for. So lovely, so soft, and it's got an awesome halo that I'm going to try and sell I was going to put them in mystery bags, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Put them either in mystery bags or sell them outright. I just might sell yarn. So, but my mystery bags, thank the dear Lord, someone put the word out, and I've been selling them like wildfire this week. And yeah, I made 3 trips to the post office. So, all right. Anybody got any questions about anything they're working on that they need help with? I'll be glad to help you all I can. If you have in a pattern or anything, you have problems. Um, I did take some liberty on this pattern, the tote on the very top. She wanted you to make the straps separate and then sew the straps on. And then even though the picture showed that this rib up here, wasn't in the description. So I personally don't like to sew on straps, even though she had 2 straps in the design. Sorry, I haven't sewed my tails in yet. I didn't like that because they come unraveled. Because I have a tendency to put a lot of stuff in my bag and it gets heavy, and then the thread breaks or the yarn breaks, and then it's not enough yarn for me to sew back in, and then I got a purse with a broken strap. Nothing, and then I can't use. And that just bums me out. So, enough of that. So, I took liberty and showed how to sew it while you're making the bag, how to make the strap. So, the strap, there's no way it can come off because it's stitched into the bag as you go. And I show you how to make this strap as you crochet, make the strap. And the strap is permanently attached. Can't come unraveled, can't come undone. There's no threads or tails to sew in or anchor it or anything. It's sewed in, so there's no way that strap can go anywhere. So I took the little liberty of her pattern and did that because there's nothing worse than when your strap breaks. And can you tell? I've had a strap break a time or two. And so that's what I did different. You do that too? Good. Yeah, my husband all the time. Shelly says when she goes, well, her family gives her stuff to put in her bag. My husband does that. Can you carry this? And I do. I started carrying a small purse, one of those little ones that just carries my phone and some a little bit of cash and credit cards because I don't want to carry his wallet, his nose spray, his whatever. Oh, if I did that, by the time we get done doing what we're doing, my body would be hurting me because the heaviness of it would be nuts. So that's a tutorial on that. I have a video already done, but I haven't posted it yet on how to make. It was pumpkins, but I might change the name to gourds. If you didn't see us talk about that, that was earlier in the show, so you'll have to wind back and see that. Okay, recipes. Sorry. Nose. I'll tell you. And I thought with this new rain, it was supposed to rain all weekend. Yeah, because we're having our town's having a festival. Is their yearly festival, and we haven't had it for 2 years. We're having it this year. Parade's tomorrow. Husband's going to be in the parade in a John Deere tractor, and I was going to take Mom in the golf cart, and we was going to go, and And it's supposed to freaking rain. You still carry everyone's stuff? It's nuts, isn't it? It's nuts. That's why I carry a little purse now. When I was younger, I carried a bigger purse, and oh, Lord above. By the time we got done, my purse was so heavy. And then he'd ask, why you have such a heavy purse? Really? Oh, I know you don't care, but I'm just going to tell you real quick. Our town, I live in, not even a town, it's a village. We don't have enough people yet to call a town, so that's why we're called a village. Anyway, we have a coffee shop that just opened across town, and oh my gosh, um, it is lovely. There's one in the other town, 14 miles away. I go to occasionally because it's 14 miles away, and we don't get up that way. We go the other direction because when we want to go to the store, like I have to drive 14, 15 miles to go to the store because we really don't have a store in town. We have a Dollar General though, but they don't carry groceries like my mom wants. But anyway, no here or there. Went into the coffee place and I thought they had chai coffee. I thought, oh, I'll try that. Oh my gosh, it was lovely. I about sucked the thing down before I got home. And it wasn't real strong. So I was like, oh my gosh, it was lovely. It's hard to find a small purse to what you like and what you want and everything. I understand. I feel the same way. It's I'm a I'm a I'm not very picky at a lot of things because even like when I go to the deli, I say a pound. Close is close enough. It doesn't have to be right on a pound. I don't care. One slice. What am I going to do? Have one slice, one more sandwich? Just it's no big deal. So anyway, but so I'm not very picky, but I'm picky about my purses, and I usually keep a purse forever. I hate changing because I lose things every time I change. Because this past time when I changed, I lost my vendor's license to my old business, and I can't find it. Thank you. Thank you. Um, like your name, little hook. I like that. Um, yeah, I'm so glad I found something that I like too. So, all right, recipes. I want to tell you my meatloaf recipe. I don't know if I shared it. Have I shared it with you before? Anyway, you get a pound of hamburger or however much, 3 pounds. I usually get 3 pounds. And add onion if you want. I think I've shared it before with you before, but I'll share it again. Add onion if you want. If you like onion. If you don't, that's fine. Salt and pepper if you like. If you don't, that's fine too. Do you like how my recipe already? Anyway, the trick is 1 egg per pound of hamburger. So it sticks together. I know some people are like, egg and meatloaf. Yes, it's what holds the meat together. And 1 egg per pound, no matter how much hamburger you make, how much meatloaf you make. Then a cup, a big cup, a melting cup of oats for every pound of hamburger. Okay? Now, ketchup. You add ketchup. You add ketchup until you're like, that's a little bit too much. That's perfect. When you think you've added too much ketchup, that's perfect. With 3 pounds, it takes one of those whole bottles, pretty much. But if you put too much ketchup in it, that's the perfect amount, and that's how I make my meatloaf, and that's my recipe. And Going to have to write it down. Meatloaf. Easy. It and it's yummy. Then bake it at 350 till it's done. And how you know it's done? Put a knife in the middle or a fork and poke the middle. And if it's brown, it's done. If it's still red, keep cooking. Oh, thank you, PJ. I'm glad you like this group. I try to be positive. I try to, except I don't like this cushion on my chair though. But it's better than springs. I'm going to have to tie it to the chair because it keeps on sliding, and I'm going to slide off. Well, hi. Is it Sabrina? I'm bad with names. Sabrina, I wave back to you. I'm really bad with names. Faces, I can remember our face. I used to do craft shows. I told you that last week, on Monday, I think. Did craft shows. I can remember face. Like, even today, I remember that lady I saw. She was at my the craft show. Face names. Can't remember names for nothing. Well, welcome, Keith. So anyway, that's my meatloaf recipe. Quick and easy. Mix it in a great big bowl, then put it in. I put it in a 9 by 13 pan, or you can put it in a roaster if you want. You can make it in a loaf, or if you put it in a 9 by 13 pan, you can push it down all the way around, make it, then you can cut it, in little squares. And then, hint, the little squares, put them, you can freeze them if you want. But I never have leftovers because the next day, the little squares, you slice them, and you can make meatloaf sandwiches the next day. So, and my husband, we love cold meatloaf sandwiches the next day. Husband has to have mustard. I personally, since it's a ketchup meatloaf, it's lovely just the way it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How much ground beef do you have? If you have 1 pound, you can make 1 pound meatloaf. Just 1 egg. If you don't have any meatloaf, then you never have meat. Yeah. I make enough. Like, I make 3 pounds of hamburger at once. There's just me, my husband, my mom, and the dog. But dog don't get very much. Because it's good stuff. Anyway, like I said, I have enough. Usually I have enough because I give my mom a lot too, and she freezes it. And then she microwaves it, and eats it through whenever. But you can slice it up. You can warm it up the next day, microwave it, and have hot or cold leftover meatloaf sandwiches are yummy. Oh, you miss your mom's meatloaf? Yeah, it is. Yeah. This is my mom's recipe. I just gave you. Or is meatloaf at a restaurant? You're brave. You're very brave, Jenny, because meatloaf at a restaurant, sometimes my girlfriend does that all the time, and I'm not brave enough. 2/3 of a pound. That's enough. That's enough. Add an egg. Put a little bit of oats. You know what you could do? Why don't you make meatloaf burgers? Instead of baking them, you could bake them still, but put them in a patty, and put your ketchup. Just make the same recipe I just told you, basically. But put them in a patty. You can either fry them, microwave them, put them in the oven, whatever you want. But that's enough to make you meatloaf patties. 2/3 of a pound. You won't be satisfied with a little bit. I understand. A little bit of meatloaf does not, no, that wouldn't fly in this house. Grew up in LA County, but now I live in Santa, it's hot out there, isn't it? Muffin tin and make them as well. Yes, you can. I've done that. Make sure though you spray your pan with Pam or an oil spray, because if not, they're not easy to get out sometimes. I had that, and let me see. There was another recipe I wanted to tell you. Meatloaf. It wasn't in here. It's one of my recipes that I was like, but it gave me the idea. Because I saw meatloaf on here. I was like, oh, I got to tell you guys my meatloaf recipe. Oh, have you guys seen my other shows where I talk about? Yes, talk about the meatballs and the biscuits. I've talked about them a couple times. Oh Lord above, those are yummy. Anyway, I already told you last week 7-layer salad. Too dangerous to live there, yeah. You never made a meatball burger? Sometimes I don't have very much meatloaf, so that's what I do. You bake meatloaf, because sometimes you just don't. I don't want another hamburger, So you make it into a meatloaf. You make it. You just fry it up just like you would a hamburger, and it's very yummy. We're raining here today and storming. We was storming. That's why I'm late, because we was storming so bad. You couldn't see hardly outside. The window is white. So I didn't want to get on and fry my computer for the electric. So they are delicious. You tried the meatloaf baskets. Quick and easy, aren't they? And yummy. So you got to check that recipe out. For those of you that are new and never been here, basically what it is the Pillsbury dough biscuit. You put it in a muffin tin. Put a meatball. You put spaghetti sauce in the biscuit. Where you put the biscuit, you spread it out. You put a little spaghetti sauce, about a tablespoonful. Put the meatball or two in the biscuit in the little hole you made, and then put a little bit of sauce on top, some mozzarella cheese, maybe some Parmesan, and then bake them until the biscuit's done. And no mess, no fuss, no dirty dishes, just a muffin tin. And then my husband loves them. Husband wants to move to Montana somewhere where we have 4 seasons. Used to want Washington, Oregon, but who knows? Well, I live in Ohio, in the middle of Ohio, in a village, a very small town. And in Ohio, you wait 5 minutes and the weather will change. Because right now, like I said, before I came on here, it was storming so hard and we had hail and the works, and it was like really bad. And right now the sun's shining and it's doesn't even look like it rained. Hot and muggy out. Oh, thank you, Jenny. I'm so glad you enjoy the show. Anybody tried the thank you pudding that I told you last week? I mean last show. I'm trying it this weekend. The thank you pudding, which was thank you filling with chopped nuts and the Jiffy white cake mix. I'm trying it this weekend. All right. Here's another recipe. Are you ready? Got your piece of paper and pencil? Okay, you ready? Impossible pie. 4 eggs well beaten. Tell you the truth, I put all this in a blender. So you don't really have to mix your eggs. All right. 1 3/4 cup of sugar. A half a cup of flour. Half a cup of flour. Okay. You should do it the way they say. This is not the impossible pie I thought. 1/4 cup of self-rising flour. Half a cup of self-rising flour. 1/4 cup of melted butter. A teaspoon of vanilla. 2 cups of milk. And 4 ounces of coconut. Add sugar, flour to eggs. Mix well. Add all the ingredients and pour into 2 buttered 9 by 9 inches. 2 buttered 9-inch pie pans. Bake at 350 for 30 minutes or until your knife comes out clean. Instead of the self-rising flour, the half cup of self-rising, use Bisquick. Okay? I put all mine in a blender, blend it instead of using a pan and a mixer. And then you pour it into the pie pans and bake it. And it's yummy. Coconut is optional. And if you don't put the coconut in it, it tastes like a custard pie that my grandmother used to make. It tastes like custard pie. So it's really yummy. Anybody have working on anything? They have a crochet or yarn question? I'll be glad to help you if you have glad to help you because I know the pattern that we just did with the tote was she writes it different than that I've seen other patterns written. So you might have to read through it or just follow me, but you might have to read through it a couple times to understand that it's in the round the pattern, but so it's quite pattern is, like I said, a free download, and it once you understand what she's saying, it's not that bad. Didn't take very long to make either. Like I said, I have a 2-hour, and the only time I cut was when I did the 10 inches of just single, just that from here to here is the only time, and that didn't take very long. Just do the side. That's the only time I was off camera, so it didn't. So, and with taping is longer than doing it. So, a couple hours, 2.5 hours, you can have a tote. Do you make using that tape yarn or will any yarn? Personally, I think you could use any yarn. The tape is really soft and easy. If it's on sale, yes, I would use it, but I would use yarn that you have. It says it's a 5 bulky. It's I don't know if they call it a 5 bulky because of the width, but when you squish it, it's not. But I think you can get away with a 4 weight, personally, by making it. I personally, excuse me again, I gotta roll back. Stay, boo-boo. I'm going to make it again by using this yarn, Aspen, and it's a number 5 weight with fuzz balls on it. But I think that'll be make a pretty bag. But I'm going to use the same pattern and make this out of this yarn. So I personally, I think you can use any yarn. Just use, if you happen to have something, use it. I mean, personally, I think what's the worst that has to happen? You start, start it, and if you don't, you're like, this, no, this ain't working, then you stare it out. And you'll know really quickly whether you like, it's going to work or not. So, what about 2 strands together? You'd have to use thicker, like if you use this weight. Oh, I dropped my gourd. This weight, you'd have to, like 2 of these together. Yeah. Um, let me think. If you use the thinner, I think you could either use this. The bag would be smaller. Can you see what I'm doing? Holding it down too far. I think you could use this. This is Super Saver. It'd just be the smaller. I would maybe smaller. Not much smaller. Yes, it does use 2 strands together. I used one because I wanted to show you that you could just make that. I made this tote using 1 strand. I didn't use 2 strands together. This is 1 strand. Turned out fine. As you can tell by I used one because I was afraid it'd be too bulky for what kind of tote I wanted. So I just used 1 strand. Yes, the pattern did say 2 strands. I forgot. So how did it turn out with the 2 strands? Shall I tell you the truth? 4 weight, I just 3 or 4 weight, I just use 1 strand personally. That's my preference. I would just use 1 strand. I don't think you'd need to. The only thing is that your bag wouldn't be as wide. This bag's pretty wide. Let me measure it. I just happen to have my tape measure here. It's pretty wide. It's 19.5 inches wide. And it's 12 inches long. From the middle here, from the middle to here is 12. So the worst, I think you'd look fine with 1 strand. Like I'm just going to use 1 strand with this. It's a 5 weight, but I think I'm just going to use 1 strand. It's not as wide, but I think it's make a pretty purse. But like I said, if you use the pattern, I don't know, Kim, what do you think? It was the pattern. Did you think the pattern wasn't the easiest you've ever read at first? Sometimes I got confused it's like. I had to read it a couple times it's like what she really wanted me to do. It's like, okay. So anyway, that's it. And so my next one will be gourds, pumpkins. I want to show you that you can use different size yarns, and don't stay inside. Get outside the box that you don't have to use just pumpkin color. Just pumpkin color. Pumpkin color. Use some, there's white pumpkins with stripes on them. Make them different sizes, different shapes. Stretchy with acrylic. This is, it's a little stretchy. Oh, sorry. It's a little stretchy. It's not much, but it's a little stretchy. I personally think, well, you want to wait, and I'll just whip this up. I'll make it out of this yarn. What is this yarn made out of? Acrylic. 100% acrylic. I'll make it out of this acrylic this weekend, the tote, and I'll let you know Monday, because I'm going to be live Monday at 10 o'clock. So I can let you know then, Kim, if how it worked. If 100% acrylic is too stretchy. So, thank you. Thank you. I like them too. I even like how it turned out. It turned out lumpy, and I like it because it's not just same old round or round. And I don't think I was going to put the stripes. You know how you tie stripes real tight like that? I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave him bumpy the way he is. I just think he's or PJ, whoever. Oh, PJ, you're the one, acrylic. I will make it this weekend. Okay. I will try my best to have it done by Monday. If not, I will have enough of it done to tell you how the acrylic is doing, and I can show you the stretch and whatever. Because tomorrow morning is a parade that I got to take my mom to, and who knows what the day will bring, but hopefully my family will let me set. Oh, Lord above. Sorry about my hair. Got stuck in a rainstorm. But I personally don't think you need to use the tape. And like it said, like Kim even mentioned, it called for 2. I did 1. The bag's fine. I wonder why I only used 2 balls instead of 1, 3. But anyway, so I'm just going to use, and I'm going to use single. I'm not going to double it, make 2. So so that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, well, it's been over an hour, so we need to get off of here. I tried chit chat not over an hour because I don't want to bore you guys, and want you to come back next time. So I'll be live Monday at 10 o'clock. So if you guys want to come and join me, and I'll have a tote made for you guys to see, and hopefully next week on my list is to finish the video for my sweater, and I got the pattern all hand wrote, but I'm going to type it up so you can have a pattern to follow along with it, and me showing you. So thank you, Shelly. She says I'm never boring. Um, yeah, my mom would have to agree with you because I'm something else, she says. But anyway, that's just me. But anyway, she was looking at a recipe book when we was checking out online. It was 5 recipes or more, and I thought, oh Lord above, but most of them were shrimp and fish, and it's like I want more than fish and shrimp. It's like I want, and they weren't fat. They weren't fast to cook either. They were low and slow, but 5 ingredients, and they would took forever. Yes, raffia is another option. So, well, anyway, I got to get going. My husband will be here in probably within the next 20 minutes. So, I'll hopefully next week I'll have a pumpkin video for you and show you a new tote. I'm going to start working on this now. So as soon as I run the sweeper. So thank you all for coming, and God bless you, and have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys Monday. All right? Have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.